This is part 54 of Blazor tutorial. In this video, we'll implement logout functionality. This is continuation to our previous video. In our previous video, we implemented login functionality, and when we log in, it creates this cookie, identity.application, and with every request, the browser sends this cookie to the server reads this cookie and knows who the logged in user is. Now, when we log out of the application, this cookie must be deleted, and the first step here is to include a menu item for the user to be able to log out, and this navigation menu is in navmenu.razor file. So the logout link is going to be very similar to this login link. Let's make a copy of this. Change the text to logout, and the logout page is at this path, identity/account/logout, and finally change the icon to power-standby. Save our changes and take a look at the browser. There we go. We see the logout link, and when we click this, we are redirected to the identity logout page. And notice the message here. It says we are successfully logged out of the application. But if you look at this cookie, identity.application, it is still there. That means we're not really logged out. And the browser also displays the username that we have used to log in, prajim@prajimtech.com, and we have another logout link here. When I actually click this logout link, that's when this logout form will be posted to the server and this cookie is removed and we are logged out. Before we do that, let's take a look at this logout page. The logout page is in the same folder as the login page, that is in the account folder of identity area. So let's open both the code behind and the CSHTML. First, let's understand why we see this message, you're successfully logged out of the application, while we are not actually logged out. If we take a look at the code behind file, we've got two methods here, onGet and onPost. As the name implies, onGet is executed when we issue a GET request to this logout page. And remember, when we click this logout link, we are actually issuing a GET request to the logout page. And if we take a look at this onGet method, nothing is happening inside this method. We simply serve the HTML, and in the HTML we have this static text, you're successfully logged out of the application, and that is the reason we see that message when we navigate to this logout page. At this point, you might be wondering, where is this message, hello prajim@prajimtech.com, and this logout link are coming from? If we take a look at our logout page, we don't have the required HTML for that. It's actually coming from another partial view called login partial, and it is present in pages/shared folder. Here is the login partial view. Let's open this. If the user is already signed in, then this is the piece of HTML that is rendered. So here we have an anchor element that displays the signed in username. And then we have a logout form here. Notice the ID of the form is logout form. Remember this ID because we need it in just a bit. Within this form, we have a button of type submit. So when we click this button, the logout form is submitted. That is, a post request is issued to the logout page. And within this page, this onPost method handles the post request. And notice here we are calling sign out async method of the sign in manager service. This is the method that removes the authentication cookie and signs out the user. Now notice what happens to this authentication cookie, identity.application, when I click on this logout button. There we go. The authentication cookie is gone and we are logged out. Now look at the flow. First, we click the logout link on our Blazor application, and then it redirects us to this ASP.NET Core identity logout page, and then we again have to click the logout submit button. That's when the logout form is submitted, the cookie is removed, and we are logged out. Can we automate the logout form submission? Absolutely. All we need is a single line of JavaScript code. Let me paste that code. We are using an IFI here. IFI stands for immediately invoked function expression. It's also called as a self-executing anonymous function. In simple terms, it's a JavaScript function that runs as soon as it is defined. So here we're getting the logout form by ID and then submitting it. Let's save these changes and take a look at the browser. Notice we don't have the authentication cookie. That means we are not logged in. So let's first log in. We have the authentication cookie now. We are logged in. Let's log out. There we go. Our one line of JavaScript code automatically submitted the logout form. The authentication cookie is removed and we are logged out. Now, if we don't want to stay on this ASP.NET Core identity logout page after the user is logged out, we can redirect the user to our application home page, and we do that with an onPost method. So after the user is signed out, we want to redirect the user to our application root URL. So let's include another local redirect here and redirect the user to our application root URL. Let's log in again one more time. We're logged in. Let's log out. There we go. On a successful logout, we are redirected to the home page. Now, we discussed all these ASP.NET Core identity concepts like registering a new user, login, logout, return URL, etc. in detail in our ASP.NET Core tutorial for beginners course. If you're new to ASP.NET Core identity, please check out videos from part 65. That's it in this video. Thank you for listening.
One, two, one, two, one, two.